On today's show, we catch up on past guests.
I was drinking alcohol, I was doing speed, cocaine.
Truthfully, you were neglecting her. I mean, you're on the drugs, drink, and neglecting her.
Yeah. It's that one, isn't it? Wait for it.
She hasn't got any respect.
Why are you disrespecting her home? Why is that okay? What do you mean I don't know? That's not acceptable.
I am sorry.
It's not okay.
No, it isn't.
Ellie needs guidance from you. Do you know what to do? Do you know what she needs? It's good you're here today because today you don't have to run anymore.
My 7-year-old has got an attitude.
I'm not gonna have it.
My 3-year-old is completely ruining my life.
He tries to play us up against each other.
So why don't you talk to one another then?
Get no time to talk to each other.
You can't let that be an excuse.
I know I'm guilty.
He knows how to play you though.
He does know how to play
But
me.
why would you allow that?
Because I'm soft. I just messed up with a mum.
Parental guidance, being there, present, attentive, focused, 24/7. It's 24/7. Hello and a warm welcome. Today I'm catching up with some of the families that came onto the show needing help fixing their family troubles. Take a look at what happened when my first family joined me.
Come on, stop it, come on. My name's Liz, my little girl is Ellie, and my partner is Malcolm. The relationship is falling apart.
Feeling a bit tired, that's all.
In the past, I have used alcohol and drugs. Obviously, I'm clean now and have been clean for quite a few months. But this is one reason why it's messed Ellie's life up. When she can't have her own way, she will get very stroppy and will have arguments.
Take your bag off and sit up. No!
She will get very upset, and that's when I give in and do everything for her. Come on, it's that one, isn't it? Wait for it. Because Malcolm isn't Ellie's dad, I don't like him to tell Ellie off. I feel like I should be the one that tells Ellie off. Don't you dare do that, you know that's naughty. I am 2 months pregnant, and since the pregnancy, it's like I don't want to be around him anymore. I don't hardly say I love you anymore. I struggle to say those words now. Me and my daughter are currently living at my mum's, and this is another reason why me and Malcolm are spending more time apart. This will be the first time that I'm being 100% open and honest with Malcolm about our relationship and how I feel.
Hi Liz.
Hiya.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
So how long have you been clean for?
Since last September.
Last September. Congratulations. And what was your use? What were you using?
I was drinking alcohol, I was doing speed, cocaine.
Okay. All right. So was that daily?
Oh, it could be like 2, 3, 4 days a week, have 5 or 6 days clean, and then...
And looking after your kid at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. What impact did that have on your little one?
It's messed her life up. I haven't taught her respect. I haven't taught her to say please and thank you. She could click her fingers and I'd do everything for her. And because I was doing, feeling bad and guilty, I'd buy her affection.
Right. So where was you getting all the money for all this?
I was selling things.
Okay. So you were supporting, obviously, your use.
Yes.
And when was the point for you that you went enough?
Last year. My mum knew because I had to talk to her.
Was she involved in looking after your little one while you were using at the time?
Well, she didn't know at the time. My mum had an idea what I was doing, and I came clean, and she says, if you want to come clean, then she was going to take Ellie.
So what was the process? What did you do?
I went for help. I went for it was like a 6-week course.
OK, let's go to tape.
Stop it!
Ellie. Hi, my name's Malcolm. I'm engaged to Elizabeth. Mine and Ellie's relationship is like a roller coaster.
No!
One minute she could be really happy, other times she won't listen to me. She won't do as I ask.
Come on, Ellie. We're walking. Come on. Why don't you want to walk? Come on.
She goes running to her mum.
Come on, let's just quickly hurry up home. Come on.
She absolutely hates me disciplining her.
Come on.
Ellie has picked up her behaviour from her mum.
No, why are you doing that, Ellie? What are you doing?
I do feel that Liz does rely on her mum a little bit too much and not enough on me.
Is it right to give her a bath a bit later?
I feel undermined by Liz most of the time.
Malcolm, can Ellie just sit there, please?
As a man, I feel rejected. I go to kiss her, she turns her cheek, and I feel I'm not wanted, not loved, and I just want that relationship to get a lot better. I can't wait to be a dad again, and no matter what happens between me and Liz, she will never take that away from me. All I can do is keep trying and trying, but there's only so much I can try.
Welcome, Malcolm.
Thank you.
So, where are we at right now?
Practically, I do not live with Liz at all.
You're engaged, though?
We're engaged, yes.
Yeah. Right.
Our relationship is literally like a roller coaster. 90% of the time, I go round there, we disagree, but we do have some good days, but very, very minimal. Sometimes I feel that Liz doesn't respect me as a man and let me help her, i.e. respect, please, thank you, everything that needs to be taught to a child at a young age. Literally, when I try and discipline Ellie, Liz does not like it. Full stop. I get the evil looks, her jealousy as well is out of control sometimes.
So, you've got this banter going on in your relationship, which is not healthy.
Yeah.
Ellie's stuck in the middle of all of this.
Yeah.
So, you feel right now that in this relationship, you've moved forward to want to make a commitment to be engaged with one another.
Yeah.
However, you're feeling locked out because you're not feeling like you're being able to actually be a parent and teach Ellie what she needs and be a father figure around her?
I'd love to be a father figure to Ellie, but I would never take the father figure away from her real dad.
Okay. So what do you really think of Malcolm? I mean, you know, what do you really feel?
I love him, but I walk all over him as well. And he needs to be strong. He needs to be strong to me and for me.
Why do you walk all over him?
He doesn't stand up to me. I haven't been in a relationship like this before where I've walked all over a man.
Yeah, but why do you choose to do that?
Don't know. I think sometimes it's how he talks to me, his reactions on his face, certain faces that he pulls. It'll get my back up straight away. I want us to be happy and back in love and none of this conflict between us. I want to be able to trust him with Ellie and to take her places.
How can you do that if you don't allow him to do that? And what does that feel like for you?
Unwanted. I've had enough now. It's me standing up to her now. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm not having her walk all over me at all.
So what are you fed up with?
The way you talk to me, the way you look at me. You sometimes always blow the smallest thing out of proportion. I admit I have said things in front of Ellie which I shouldn't have. I have pushed her away sometimes. But now I'm trying to change that.
Poor Ellie. I mean, Ellie's stuck in the middle of it, you know, because the pair of you can't pull yourselves together and act mature and just act like adults and come to a decision. It's not fair on Ellie. After the break, we hear more about the family's dilemmas and discover how they reacted to my advice.
Still to come on Family Matters.
Ellie needs guidance from you. Do you know what to do? Do you know what she needs? It's good you're here today because today you don't have to run anymore. Hi and welcome back. Today I'm taking a look back at some of the families that came onto the show and see some exclusive footage of what happened when they got home. But first, let's see how they react when they get to see for the first time the footage we captured in their home.
Can you get Ellie some pyjamas out of the bottom drawer, please?
My name's Katherine. I am mum to Liz, nanny to Ellie and mum-in-law-to-be to Malcolm. Whenever Liz and Ellie have an argument, it just sounds like it's two little children arguing.
I'm taking it with me because I know what you like.
No, I won't change it.
Yes, you do.
I just want to take it out. No, stop it.
Whatever.
Liz and Ellie have been living here for nearly 5 weeks now. I'm getting quite fed up of it. She took over, it was a tip. I'm having to sleep on the sofa in my flat. And I just want my own place back. Liz is trying to control him all the time.
You've only just had one.
I think Liz does love him, but she's not in love with him. But I do know that Malcolm still does love Liz. I think the new baby could make them or break them. She does not respect me.
What?
She doesn't respect herself. She doesn't respect my flat. In my eyes, until she respects herself, she won't respect anyone else.
Welcome.
Hello.
So what's going on with Liz?
What's going on?
No respect, no this, no that. I mean, what's happening?
She hasn't got any respect. She will not go back to her own place because she can't face it.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Why are you disrespecting her home?
Well, I was, but I keep on trying to.
No, I mean,
keep
why? Why is that okay? What do you mean I don't know? That's not acceptable. You know, your mum has turned around. I mean, you're a grown woman. Your mum has turned around and said, you can come and stay here with Ellie. And then you take the liberty in thinking that you can treat your mum the way you are. I mean, why? Why would you do that? Why would you disrespect your own mother who has shown you the grace to be able to come in and spend time? Why would you do that?
I don't respect myself then.
No sorry, no nothing?
I am sorry.
Then why don't you tell her? Then why don't you tell your mum?
Well, I am sorry.
It's not okay.
No, it isn't.
She knows how I like to have my place. And it had been like that for a couple of months almost.
I let everything go when I was doing drugs.
Yeah, but you're not now, you're clean.
Oh, no.
Which is a good thing.
The one thing that doesn't help is because of the way she brought Ellie up. Ellie thinks she can go around and do exactly what her mum done, like disrespect people's properties and everything else.
She just copies everything.
And so she copies everything Liz does. Liz is trying to change that, but where it's sunk into Ellie so much now, Ellie doesn't always listen either.
I don't tidy up after myself, I will admit that, but I go around tidying up after Ellie.
Yes, that is true.
But how are you setting an example then? How? What are you saying? You're going like this? I mean...
No, she's got to teach Ellie to tidy up herself.
If you're not clearing up after yourself, who's clearing up after you?
You are
I've stopped doing it.
sometimes.
I've stopped doing it.
Why does Liz not have that foundation put in place, Katherine?
I don't know.
Why?
She weren't brought up like that.
So tell me how she was brought up.
Clean and tidy. She used to tidy all her own toys away. I used to put clothes on her bed in little piles and she'd put them away. I don't understand why she's turned.
Trauma as a child?
Could have been. She's had quite a lot
Yeah?
to deal with in her childhood.
Seen a lot?
I have.
I've seen a lot.
Saw a lot in your own childhood? Yeah. Have you dealt with that? You spoke about that? Did you use the drugs to numb that?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah, because over years, she has been an alcoholic more than once.
Can we share that today? Can you share that with me so I can understand more?
Like I said, I think I've always wanted to be something I'm not. To either be a better person or to have confidence there.
What I'm getting here is that your upbringing, okay, has created a numbness. I mean, basically, the trauma from your childhood has led you to become somebody who became dependent on alcohol and drug use to numb. From obviously what you do need to have counselling for now. I'd like to go back to tape, please.
What Liz has put on me now is actually brought my stress levels up.
I always feel if I bury my head in the sand, it'll go away, or think about running away. just getting Ellie and just going. I hope the outcome of Joe's help will be that I do have a relationship again with Malcolm.
It does make me feel like I'm being rejected. And all I want to do is be that safety net that she can fall on and rely on.
I don't like to think where our relationship would be at this point. I don't even know if we'd have one.
To sort all these issues out means the world to me. I want our life back the way it was. I just want her to be that loving person that I know that she can be.
I need to change in a lot of ways, and I don't know how to.
Sorry. She just didn't realise what she's doing to me. I can't throw it out because my belief is when you have children, you're there for them.
Sorry.
It's good you're here today. It's good you're here today because it means that everything that you've been suppressing down, everything that you've been numbing, everything that you've been making out is not there, okay, that you've been running from, today you don't have to run anymore. I'm going to make sure that you get aftercare to deal with what's just come out of that lid. Okay, so that you can move on and understand why you behave the way you do, why you did what you did, okay, and the effects of you being a victim of that, because I think it's incredibly important for you to understand that.
Yeah.
Because until you understand that, you're never going to have a healthy relationship with Malcolm, never. Let's go back to Ellie for a moment, because, you know, Ellie needs guidance from you. She needs the nurturing. She needs rules and boundaries. She needs the attention where she can emotionally connect with you. It's going to be ever most important for you as you're going through your therapy and understanding the victim you were, okay, and detaching yourself from really that little girl that you feel now in a big woman's body.
Yeah.
That's going to be important for you to be able to separate that.
I know.
Okay? But in the meantime, whilst that is happening, there's a little girl there that needs you to do her right. Do you know what to do? Do you know what she needs?
Yeah, she needs love.
She needs you to make decisions for her, decisions that are responsible. She needs you to be able to protect her and reassure her. She needs you to give her guidance and boundaries and rules and fun and good times. She needs you to educate her and to spend time with her. She needs you to make those decisions for her, responsible decisions that parents make. She needs you to be able to do that. I love her. So where do we go from here? Because we know what this little girl needs. She's just not having that consistently because she's stuck in the middle of the on-off relationship. You know, since you've asked for my help, you've been on and off, okay, because of this banter. And I believe that what needs to happen right now is whilst you're going through therapy, okay, and you're at your mum's, full stop, period, understand what your mum needs, okay, from you to be there until that place is of living condition that you can go back. But you do need to go back.
Yeah.
You do need to go back. I'd like a time frame on that. What do you feel, Mum?
A month.
Got that?
Keep going backwards and forwards and doing bits.
A month. And I feel right now what I'd like to see is while you're taking that therapy is for the relationship to be in a place right now where you can spend time together, okay, and you can be showing in the meantime how you're building your relationship with Ellie. And then what I'd like to see over a period of 3 months is to see where you're at then. Just to see where you're at right then, because you can't keep putting, okay, this little one through that. And quite frankly, with another one on the way, there is no way in hell, okay, that you're going to bring another life into this world with dysfunction. No way. You need to be able to sort that out, you know? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that something that you feel that you can both make an agreement on?
Yeah.
Is that something you both feel comfortable with?
I've told her no matter what it takes, I will be there at the end of it. If she wants me, then fine.
Okay. But I have to say right now, it's not healthy. And somebody has to call time out on that, you know? And I think it would be the healthy, mature decision to call time out right now on this relationship until you can get yourself sorted.
Yes.
For everyone. For everyone. I really do. I really do. Is that something we agree on?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah? You okay about that?
Yes.
You okay? I
thank
mean,
you.
of course not okay, but understand that it's a necessity.
Yeah, thank you.
And there's a little girl there that needs guidance, that needs the correct parental guidance.
I know.
And that's what I want to see her get. Do we feel happy with what we're going to do moving forward?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Well, I've got to say a real big thanks to Joe Frost for helping us, helping me change and be more of a man towards you.
Which I'm pleased about because you've stood up to me, which is what I wanted and what I needed. You're a man, not a mouse. I didn't expect a miracle, but to me, I've got a miracle. She knew that I needed that extra help, and I'm really thankful that she's done it.
Before, there was definitely no way I could do this to her. It's got a lot better. There is a lot of affection. I've got to now understand her feelings and how she's feeling.
Before the show, I didn't really have much of a life. Liz, Malcolm and Ellie didn't have much of a life. It was also disruptive. And now it's turned a page and everybody is a lot happier.
If you want the help, the biggest step is to make that call.
Definitely glad I did it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. We are not one big happy family completely, but I know we will get there. Since going on the show, I'm a lot happier. I'm proud of myself for going on the show and speaking openly and honest. Jo's show is a godsend. She's an angel.
After the break, emotions run high when this family open up to each other about their problems.
Still to come on Family Matters.
He tries to play us off against each other.
So why don't you talk to one another then?
Get no time to talk to each other.
You can't let that be an excuse.
Welcome back and thank you for joining me today while I revisit some of the families I've had the pleasure of meeting on the show. My next family felt desperate with their problems and asked for help to fix their ongoing conflict at home. Take a look at what happened.
My name's Elise, my husband's Stuart, and my son is Joshua and my daughter is Erin. Our children see us as mummy and daddy rather than joint parents. So my 7-year-old has got an attitude.
I want a barbecue. I'm not gonna have it. I didn't want them.
A lot of anger is directed towards me and Elise.
If I got it wrong, just rub it out, please. I got it wrong.
Okay. They don't listen to me when I tell them to do something.
Josh!
If you break them, you're not getting any more. Josh, they're too expensive. My 3-year-old is completely ruining my life. Erin's behaviour is quite out of control. She's completely controlling our life. She's in charge.
I'm gonna go bowling.
So if I give you chocolate spread, will you get dressed when you've eaten it?
Yes!
She turns around and says, doesn't like Mummy and Daddy or Josh.
Are you going to sleep for Mummy tonight? Getting up 3-4 times in the night. You're going to sleep, Erin? Is completely physically and mentally draining myself and my husband. Erin has been awake since 1:30. It's now 5 o'clock in the morning. Me and Stuart can't go on like this anymore. It's putting a strain on our marriage. We ain't going out now.
We're at a point where we're trying to find someone to blame, whether it be her or me.
We've got no romance, we've got no spark, we've got nothing between us right now. I never thought being a mum would be like this.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Hi.
How long's it been like this?
Since she was about 1.
So take me back to when she was like 18 months. You know, what your kind of routine was, what you would do.
Just, it was the normal bath before bed, calming, relaxing atmosphere, put her to bed, give her a bottle, and then all would be fine. And then within a couple of hours, wouldn't it, she'd be up again. Either demanding more milk or
our bed.
Yeah,
coming in our bed.
Yeah, coming to our bed. That was the first part.
And how much milk would she get through during the night?
A pint, maybe.
A pint of milk?
Yeah.
OK. And how many times a week, or how many days a week, should I say, she'd be in your bed?
Oh.
Every night.
Yes.
Every night?
On the sofa.
Yeah. You was on the sofa?
I would go down on the sofa or get in her bed.
OK.
That was, yeah, just to get a night's sleep, because she slept better in our bed, so we sort of didn't want to disturb her, whereas we should have obviously been putting her back, but...
Why?
Well, we did, because we wanted a night's sleep, so for us it was easy to leave her in the bed where she would sleep better, while one of us would go and sleep in her bed and get a night's sleep.
So you feel that she was sleeping better if she was sleeping with an adult?
Yeah. Basically,
if she was with one of her parents, she would sleep.
Yeah.
So if she wakes up and ends up in your bed, then she'll stay asleep and she'll sleep with one of the parents, and then that's sound.
Yeah, but we've managed to crack her not coming in our bed.
Yeah, she doesn't come.
Right.
So she's not coming in our bed now.
So she's sleeping in her own bed, but she's still coming out.
She's not sleeping, she's in her bed, but she's not sleeping. She'll call us.
And what do you do?
Get up.
And go running?
Yeah, because she doesn't stop calling until someone's gone in there to see to her.
OK. So the pacifier then becomes the milk, is that what you're giving her?
Yeah.
The bottles of milk?
Yeah.
And the television?
And the television.
Yeah.
So basically the television is the tech neck, the nanny that becomes the babysitter?
Yeah.
Basically allows us to get back to sleep for a few hours.
OK, let's go to tape.
What have I done wrong? Where have I gone wrong? Is it my fault? What have I done? Physically and mentally draining myself and my husband.
Go to sleep. 2:38 in the morning. She's awake watching telly asking for milk.
Her sleeping, it's just wearing a stand now. We just can't work out why she's being like this.
Please? I'm exhausted to the point where I'm in tears and I just don't know which way to turn. I just do not know what to do. I think I've gone 7 years without a normal night's sleep.
Sometimes there's no time for me and Elise just to enjoy an evening together. We try to make time, but the minute we do, something either interrupts it or we're off seeing to one of the children. You're not falling asleep now?
No, you cannot go to sleep now. Great. Now she'll go to sleep till what, 7? She'll be up till midnight. No, we ain't going out now. No. Don't worry about babysitting, she's falling asleep. Which means that she'll be up when we go out and then you'll have to put up with it. So, no, it's not fair on you. It's putting a strain on our marriage. Come on, Schnickies. We're going to go have a bath. Come and have a shower.
Elise has suggested, would it be better if we split? We do question our marriage.
I hope this is the moment where we can open up to each other and tell each other exactly how we feel.
What's upset you?
It's the marriage.
What have I done?
Talking about it splitting the marriage up, that's what's upsetting.
I feel
just messed up as a mum.
Mm.
It's horrible to watch.
We question ourselves, you know what I mean? If we got, when we speak to other people and their children sleep, and we say to each other, well, where have we gone wrong down the line? Is it something we've done? So we question each other.
Yes.
And then it leads from there. You start questioning your relationship, and then...
So the doubt of how you're parenting the children...
Exactly, yeah.
And the confidence that you've lost and that you're not building every day is now making you doubt your own relationship?
Yeah, because we don't really spend a lot... It feels like it's just centred around the children.
We don't feel like we're enjoying our marriage.
No, I can understand. You wouldn't be with a kid in the bed. That's for sure. And no time in the evening, that's for sure. Do you both feel like you're just totally getting it wrong? Or are there things that you see from each other that you feel you could be doing better?
We always pick at each other and say, why has one done this when they was against it? Why has one done that when the other's against it? Like,
talk to me about that then. I mean, actually talk to each other about that.
If I say no to something and then Josh, say he wants to watch something, like he loves WWE, if he wants to watch it and I say no, then when I come down he's watching it. And I say, well, I said no, why are you letting him watch it? Well, because Erin's watching something else and he wants to watch that, so I thought it'd be okay. And then we just start to... It could be anything small. Something ridiculous, like if he has a sweet, why did you give him it? Because he said he hasn't had... He tries to play us off against each other.
So why don't you talk to one another then? So that, you know, you're tight here.
We don't get no time to talk to each other.
You can't let that be an excuse.
No, I know.
Can it?
No.
You can't let that be an excuse. You know, we don't get time. You, like, put the time in. You know, go, right, we need to talk because the kids are playing. Like, that's what you do know as a fact, that the kids will go to both parents to end up getting what they want. And you know that they do this, so why don't you go, right, we're going to make sure we've got our stories right, we know what we're doing, so that they can't do that.
After the break, we get to see what happened when the family returned home. Did they follow my advice?
Still to come on Family Matters.
Parental guidance, being there, present, attentive, focused, 24/7. It's 24/7.
Welcome back. Every family that calls up wants help with fixing their family dilemmas, but do they always want to hear the truth? Let's find out what happened when this family heard what I had to say about their situation.
Everything we've done is for an easy life, which is wrong. Like, we've let them get away with it.
But it's not an easy... Like, God, if I had a penny for every time I heard that...
But sometimes it's just the simplest things. If we feel like it's going to create an argument, we just do it so it doesn't.
So if you feel like it will create an argument between the pair of you, you won't?
No, an argument with the children. If I feel like they're going to start, it's going to create an atmosphere, then it's so easy just to say, OK...
So you want to keep the peace, you're saying?
Yeah.
You want to keep the peace. Tell me why you continuously want to keep the peace and not stand as parents with conviction about what you know needs to be done for them. Why would you do that?
I know. I don't want my kids to hate me. I can't follow through a punishment. Like, say if, for Josh, for example, if he's been rude to me, attitude, I say, right, you're not having your iPad or the telly. And then he's like begging me, please, I'm sorry. And then I feel really guilty and I feel really bad. And I'm like, oh, it makes me...
Why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel guilty when you know that you've made the right decision to show him that he needs to respect, that he hasn't listened, that he's old enough and understands that, and that you do have to follow through so that he understands that you mean what you say and that he'll learn next time from that?
I know I'm guilty of not following a punishment through because...
He knows how to play you, though.
He does know how to play me.
But why would you allow that?
Because I'm soft.
Let's go to the tape.
I cry every day. I cry every day, every other day. The lowest point, just questioning myself as a parent. What have I done wrong? Where have I gone wrong? Is it my fault? What have I done for this to be this way?
On occasions, Elise has suggested, would it be better if we split? Sometimes we do question our marriage.
If this doesn't work, I don't know. I think I'll probably end up having a breakdown. I can't go on like this anymore. It's completely ruining us.
We want to get that back, what we had when we met.
I pray to God that this works because I don't want this for my family.
You look at other dads and you think, why can't my boy be the same as that in our relationship like that?
Me and Daddy aren't going out now.
Oh, please go out.
We can't, it's not fair on Nana.
When you two have a break.
We'll go out tomorrow, yeah?
We're going to have fun at bowling,
No,
yeah?
if you don't go today, I won't go bowling.
Too late, it's booked.
I'm serious.
Too late, it's booked.
My kids are lovely. Deep down, they wouldn't hurt anyone, but can't go on like this anymore.
You know things are bad when your son's going, please go out. Go out. Be together, Mum and Dad. Go out. You know, I mean, look, your oldest knows, you know? Even your eldest son knows what's going on. That you're putting yourselves in this place of really feeling helpless and not having any control. And what I'd ask you to do is to question, you know, your expectations and your standards and what you want with respects to being parents that are teaching your children the foundations that they need. Is it important for you, for your children, to get the adequate amount of sleep that they need in order to thrive and be academically there and present and focused at school? Yeah, is that important for you as parents?
Yeah,
it is?
Definitely.
Is it important for you as parents to raise your children to eat healthy and to understand about good eating habits and to become children and teenagers and adults who take care of themselves and to be healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally?
Yeah.
Is that important to you both?
Very, yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it important for you to raise two children in the world who will respect themselves as individuals
Definitely, for me,
and will respect other people? Yeah. Is that important for you both?
That's a big part.
Is that really important? Like, really?
Well, respect thing, yeah,
It is?
we'd like them.
It really is important. Is it really important for you?
Yeah, it's very important.
It is. Why?
Because I think everyone should have respect.
Why?
Because it's the right thing.
Is it important for you both to teach your children that they can express themselves, be opinionated, to feel heard, to feel loved, to be validated? Is that important?
Yes.
Is it really important?
Yeah, I definitely want them to be their own people when they grow up, yeah.
Why?
Because I don't think they should conform to following others and how they should be. I want my children to be individuals and grow up feeling comfortable. And when I grew up, a big part of my growing up was showing respect to my parents and my elders, and I'd like them to do exactly the same.
Is it important for you to have children who will chase their dreams, who will have life skills and focus, to know that the sky's the limit because they'll have parents behind them that will support them and say, go for it, son. I'm really proud of you. I'm so proud of my daughter. Yeah. You know what? You wanted this, you've worked hard for this, and you've achieved that.
Yeah.
Then it takes one thing, conviction. You need to stand with conviction and understand if that's truly what you believe, then stand by that conviction and now walk the walk. Now put in place what's necessary. If that's important for you, then hold by that. Then hold by that. hold by your word. If that truly is important and your family is on the map because you care about your family and really, family matters, then do what it takes. Do what it takes. Do what it takes. Because part of every day raising the kids, as I talk about so frequently, is about, you know, creating a framework so that you can be consistent, you know, and that children have routines that allow their needs to be met. And part of doing so is creating good habits that end up becoming rituals within the family, that actually within those rituals come time together and bonding experiences. And those cornerstones have been compromised because you haven't set up the consistency with mealtimes. You allow the children to faff around at the table, you know, with eating and, you know, their behaviour. You've created bad habits with sleeping. You put the telly on, hoping that's going to wind them down. You pacify with baby bottles of milk when they keep showing you that they just want more and more. You can stand with conviction and follow through so that they understand that this habit that's been created, you can break, because they actually don't know how to break it. They don't know how to break it. You couldn't actually turn around and say to your children, do you know how much sleep you need? And do you know why you need that amount of sleep? They don't know. They're there waiting every day, dependent on parents to give them parental guidance. And guidance means this every day, seeing every day, weaving in and out of the things that they need. Parental guidance, being there, present, attentive, focused on what they need. 24/7. It's 24/7. But when you do it with conviction, you get success. And with that success comes the results. Comes the results. You know, look, TV on in bed. You know, create, I mean, you know, the child, you're just setting up bad habits for the child to fall asleep watching television, and all it's doing is stimulating them, and they'll continue to stay up later and later, and when they're tired, their body will then say, you know, oh, I want food, oh, I'm thirsty, oh, the body doesn't need that, it needs rest. Tonight when you go home, if she's awake, guess what you're going to do? Where's the television going to be?
In the bin.
Well, not in the bin, but in another room.
In another room, OK. Television's going to be in another room. When she comes out and she wants a milk bottle, which she shouldn't be having, OK, because you're using the tea as a pacifier for a sucking reflex. Not necessary.
She actually said today in the hotel, I'm not having a bottle anymore, I'm a big girl, I'm going to give it to a baby.
Good.
And then, and 5 minutes later she said, I want milk.
Great, and you said, great, you can have milk. There you go, there's your special big girl cup.
I did.
Finished. So what are you doing tonight? Telly out the room, bedtime ritual in place, stories and cuddles and kisses and safety, and when she comes out and she wants something, what are you going to do?
No, go back to bed.
But I want. Crying now, please. What are you going to do?
Probably break down.
What are you going to do?
Tell her no.
Stand with conviction. Stand with conviction. You know why? Because of what you believe, because you know what's important for her. It will be hard.
And then it will be, we've got work tomorrow, we're tired, just give her the bottle. Look, just do it.
You cannot.
And it will.
I know.
That's what happens.
You cannot.
I know, it's very easy saying that, but at night when you're waking up and you've only had a few hours sleep, I know you're saying the conviction, sometimes it is easier.
For 5 days. For 5 days? For maybe even 3 days with her? For 5 days? For the rest of your lives?
I said,
really?
this is it. This is it. After today, I said, this is it. We've got to do it because it's just affecting...
It's affecting every aspect of it now.
For 5 days, for 3 days, you have to do it.
I'll do it.
Of course, you have to stand by it. So, we're going to go home with conviction in your backpack today.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Definitely.
Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Because you're going to work together as a team.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
You feel good? You're like, yeah, I'll do it. You're feeling good?
I'm going to do it.
You're feeling
And if
good?
you don't,
Right, let's do it. Let's do it.
The reason we came on the show was because we had a lot of trouble with our daughter, with her sleeping.
It was affecting everything else, wasn't it? It was her eating, her behaviour.
Couldn't do anything as a family.
No, it was very hard just to function really as a family, and it was getting really bad.
Came to a point where we just couldn't take anymore. Joe really gave us a kick up the backside, and we just said, that's it, we're going to do it.
Definitely say we're working a lot better together now, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Since the show, literally about 2 days after, things have just turned around completely.
Yeah, we can't believe how quick it happens. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's definitely the kick we needed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We still can't come to like terms how quickly it's happened. It's fantastic.
With all family issues, it takes a lot of hard work and commitment to fix the problems. However, it has been amazing to see that today's families are all moving forward in the right direction. Thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.